Today is a massively important day for the United Kingdom. Freedom of speech, freedom of British rights is being impacted. The march is about to get underway in London. We're watching live. Keep that one on. We'll be keeping you updated with the latest from the march. Keir Starmer is a wanker casual. How you doing, brother? Will it stay peaceful? That's the question. Will the left be able to keep it in the pants today? Liberal scum. How you doing, brother? Oh, Tommy. More than 1 million patriots conquer London for a Tommy Robinson march. They just made 1 million Charlie cakes. Elon Musk, either we fight back or they will kill us. A lot of the streams are buffering. I'm good, Chris. I've got it on. There's no problem here. No problem here. I'll be giving coverage throughout the march and the demonstration after, and Tommy Robinson's speech. I've got two different streams that are working. Casual, there's a very good chance there will be two-tier policing today because I joined a lot of local groups just to keep an eye on what's happening. And these local groups are like anti-fascist groups, and they're coming down from all over the UK. So there is a good chance that will happen. There's going to be a lot of people. I don't know. Maybe they'll stay out. Maybe when they see the crowd, like look at this crowd here. When they see that, are the left going to want to engage, or are they going to quiver back into the rocks that they crawled under from? I think the police would be a bit crazy to enforce today with the amount of people in support of the march and the rally. I think if they started enforcing two-tier policing, I think we'd see a lot of free your mom. Amari, why don't we all chip in? We'll all chip in for a ticket, and we'll send you on the first flight to Palestine, and you can go fight Amari. How about that? We all go. We'll all chip in for your flight, for your ticket, and we'll send you straight to Palestine, and you can go where practice what you preach, my friend. Go practice what you preach, and we'll all chip in for the ticket, and we'll pop you on that the first plane out to Palestine. You right, JPL? How you doing, brother? Come on, boys. Keir Starmer's a wanker. If anyone would like to donate to Amari, is seeking donations for a flight to Palestine, so we can go free them. So the official Tommy Robinson stream has gone down, but Rebel News is still live. If anyone wants to jump on, there's Rebel News. That their stream's going good. Who are not English people, Jim? Who are not English people? Who are not English people? Who are you talking about? They are. My friends are there. Educated university students, Jim. University students. Bodak's down there. Good afternoon, Paul. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Jim Smith. You're an hypocrite. Get out. Put Jim Smith on the first plane with Amari out to Palestine. How dare you? How dare you, Jim? Disgusting. The Patriots are out there in millions standing up for what's right. And just because you don't agree, Jim, does not mean that you're right. Jog on. Keep an eye out for Bodak. So the march is underway. We've got the march on now. We're going strong. Singing Keir Starmer as a wanker. I think once the march comes to an end, they've got a meeting point, and then Tommy Robinson is going to give a speech. I do believe today we're making history. That this is British history in the making. But it's going to take some time for the march to reach its end point. Millions and millions have turned up in London today. From all around the world as well. I'm seeing German flags, Welsh flags, Swedish flags. Europe has come together for this march, because it's not just about Britain. Today is not just about Britain. This is about Western culture. So far, the crowd has remained peaceful. Amazing turnout, guys. Amazing. Yeah, Jim's a sausage. European pride, US pride. And after the events this week of Charlie Kirk getting assassinated by liberal scum, and I believe during the moment he got assassinated, there was a conversation and debate going on about how liberals are non-violent. Surprising, isn't it? Surprising. Okay, one of the streams has gone down, but the Tommy Robinson stream is still going if anyone's watching. Rebel News keeps going off. Since when has it been a crime to be proud? Proud of your country, proud of the heritage. And now we should feel ashamed of being British. We should be ashamed of it. We should be made feel like the flag is racist. Having an opinion is racist. Not liking religion is racist. Okay, right. There's on Rebel News. There's a bit of a debate kicking off in the crowd. Right, there's an FD debate going on Rebel News right now. The left have infiltrated. Someone who's supposed to be a bystander, a steward, is getting involved with the crowd, arguing with the crowd. Okay, the stream I'm watching has just gone off. Jim Smith's solitary brain cell must be lonely. That's why he's begging attention. Clearly is. Jim Smith. Sounds like a fake name. Pseudo name. So Tommy Robinson's reported that he's hearing roughly around estimated 3 million patriots on the streets of London today. The live Tommy Robinson stream, the guy who was streaming it is split off because I think there was some agency around getting the march started because of the amount of people that were there, and it seems like it's gone off, and it's kind of chaos down there right now. They've had to divert some of the crowd. That's what I'm hearing. So Rebel News going around interviewing some of the people in the crowd at the march right now. A few FD debates. Some of the stewards getting involved, giving opinions when they shouldn't be. They should be bystanders. They should be bystanders. Impartial. Stewards not being impartial. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the crowd that anti-fascist supporters have come to disrupt in the crowd and cause chaos. Okay, the interviewing a woman with a Charlie Kirk sign saying "God bless." Bush, you ain't Chris Gray, sorry. Here in spirit, Chris. Here in spirit. the guy who's running the Tommy Robinson live stream has lost Tommy Robinson. He's gone completely AWOL. He's got completely lost. And I think the meeting point might be changing. I don't know. I don't know if they're still meeting at... Was it Stamford Bridge where they were meeting? I don't know. The meeting point changed a lot this week in the run-up to the march. Hello, Matt. Sorry to hear about the events in the US this week, but you're like brothers to us over there in the US. And today is a big day for freedom of speech for the Western culture, especially in the United Kingdom. What's going on in London right now? Millions and millions have turned up. A lot of anti-fascist left liberals have infiltrated the march, causing chaos, trying to debate. Stewards getting involved. Supposed to be impartial, but not. Trying to discredit Tommy Robinson. Spreading chaos and fear. Unnecessarily. Unneeded. You can watch the march live on Tommy Robinson's live stream and on Rebel News. Two different viewpoints. Rebel News are going around interviewing people in the march. They've just made it. The march is gathering around Parliament and Big Ben. I've got a nice munch behind me. Right, boys. Proper English brekkie. Proper fucking English brekkie. That's how we fucking do it. We've got the march on. We got an English brekkie to celebrate. I'm going to go radio silent while I get some FOD down me. Cool. I wonder if either Big John is there. Big John? Who the fuck are you on about? Big John. Are you talking silly bollocks now? Because you're talking about Big Ben. Any Jim Smiths on that plate? And actually, no. I haven't got any sausage. I've got egg, beans, and bacon. I didn't want to go back out. So the guy who runs UK Rebel News on YouTube, he's an Australian, proud to represent Britain today. And there's a misunderstanding from the left about what this is about and what we represent. We're not about racism, but it's about assimilation. We have pockets of communities in the UK that come over and just don't integrate with UK society. In Stoke alone, there's places in Stoke where there's solely Muslim areas or solely ethnic areas, and they're just not assimilating and integrating with society. And people, it's not racist to have a view where you're thinking, why are you coming into this country and not adopting the country and the values of the country? And I'm not saying that every person that comes over does that, but there's a big part of every city where you will find these cultures that are not integrating with society. That's a crazy amount of people. Insane amount of people. And there's more and more people turning up. And that's why they had to start the march. And the march has split off a little bit because of the amount of people that have turned up today. Not all there in support of the march. A lot of liberals and left-wingers have infiltrated the march, as we saw earlier on Rebel News. Same thing happening here in Canadianistan, sadly. People are starting to wake up now, just not as much because a lot of Canadians are soy. Well, this is the problem. This is the problem right there. I have no problem with... I have no problem with different cultures and different views of life. I think that's what makes life fascinating. But when these communities are forming away from British culture completely and not integrating at all, then I think that is going to cause future problems down the line. Assimilate or get the fuck out. Assimilate or get the fuck out. Here we go. Here we go. We've got a live view on Twitter. Okay, smoke bombs are going off in the crowd now. A lot of smoke bombs going off. Everyone needs to take a lesson from Poland. Poland are dealing with this shit, man. Poland are not letting people enter their country. And there's no blame to the immigrants. If it's the government, if I was in a different country and that country was giving out free benefits and free housing and, free money, then yeah, of course I'd want to go to that country. Of course I'd travel on a boat, on a little rubber dinghy. Of course I'd fucking do that. It is the government's place to enforce. And they're not doing that. The government are failing. Now then, Jack, how you doing, brother? Poland is where it's at for sure. Trying to find a wifey there online now. Fair enough. To be fair, a lot of Polish came over to the UK And I tell you what, Polish people are hard-working motherfuckers. Right, they're trying to... I think they've reached the end point now of the march. And they try and get to the stage. People are scaling the buildings and shops now, standing on bus stops, standing on the buildings, trying to get a better view. Rebel News interviewing a group of lads talking about Charlie Kirk, how the left called him a Nazi. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that, Kev. I do not doubt that for 1 minute, Kev. In the crowd, we have people of all races, colours, and creeds. But they will continue to push the narrative that it's racist. They will continue to push the narrative that is racist. But we have plenty of people from all colours, creeds, and races supporting the movement, the march. No, I haven't seen Joanna. Why? Is she beefed up? Sorry, boys. Just polishing off my British breakfast. There we go. Rebel News has gone down, but we still got the Tommy Robinson live stream up. Don't know how long it will be until I get flagged for maybe a copyright or something, but we'll continue. a lot of the streams are buffering right now as they're moving through the crowd. They're getting closer and closer. I think once the streaming team get to the stage, Tommy Robinson will come and make his speech. She's looking decent amount bigger, so might be Prego or was, I don't know, but dig it. I'll have to check that out in a bit. In fighting early days in strawweight was spooky looking. Yeah, like something from a fucking horror movie. How you doing, Matua? Matua? How you doing, brother? We're just waiting for Tommy Robinson to reach the stage. And then he's going to make his speech. Da, da. We'll stick the flag up there. Make Britain great again. Stand up for what's right, man. Stand up for what's fucking right. Imagine if he came out in a full burqa. Tommy Robinson. Full fucking burqa. Today is the UK's largest free speech festival. His security bill must be sky high now after this week. Tragic. That I'd imagine so, Muscle Man. I'd imagine so. I'd imagine a lot of people are probably running, not scared, but they on high alert after what's happened this week. And I don't think okay, I think the speech is just about to start. They're just taking the stage. What is the Into the Kingdom movement? I don't know what movement that is. Have I named the stream wrong? Have I named the fucking stream wrong? Don't tell me that. Okay, so a lot of chance for Christ as King. Not sure I agree with the religious sentiment there, but which Muppet is brutally? I've no idea, mate. Unite the kingdom. Unite the kingdom movement. I'd pick Christ as king over any others. Fair, fair. I'm just not a fan of any religious background. Even though I am christened, I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I know the angle that they're going for. I'm not quite sure I agree with the Christ as King side of things, because there's no way, there's no way on this fucking planet Tommy Robinson is a Christian. There's no way. So I'm not sure I agree with that. National anthem was playing. Were you raised Roman Catholic? Does that mean you were touched? Is it the Catholics that were the touchy feely ones, or? A lot of the streams are going down. National anthem playing, are waiting for Tommy Robinson to take to the stage. We have some religious priests hanging out, waiting to take the stage. How many sticks you giving Rosie O'Donnell after a night? None. None. Why? You say that like you want to do it, Chris. $665,000 people watching on Twitter. 30 plus thousand watching on YouTube. And that's just the stream of Tommy Robinson. Rebel News stream has just ended. I'm guessing they lost connection. They had about 3,000 watching at that point. Now the Tommy Robinson stream has gone down as well. Let's also see if we can find a stream that's working. We've got the Dan Wooten stream. Let's see if that's up. Yep, Dan Wooten stream's live if anyone needs it. I mean, if I could move to Ireland, I would consider Boshenik. Hang on, is this? Are you on about Rosie? Are you on about the same Rosie O'Donnell that I'm thinking of? Shouldn't even Irish, is she? You on about here? Is that who you on about? That? Are you on about here? Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Is that who you're on about? The only stream that I can find working currently right now is Dan Wooten Outspoken. She's not Irish. I know she's not Irish. She's American. Got to be at least 10 pints in though. Jeff Taylor's stream is on. Oh, Jeff Taylor. I'll check that one out as well. Nice one, Clint. How you doing, brother? Okay. A warning has been sent out over the tannoy, saying that they can't have any more people move into the area where the speech is taking place, into Whitehall. Asking for people to stay calm and stay where they are, because it will result in the crowd being crushed. Safety at the utmost importance right now. Everything's gone quiet in anticipation for Tommy to take to the stage. I think they've got a musician on. Look at that. So apparently now they're playing the theme song for the Unite the Kingdom movement. Okay, they want people to get this song to #1 in the charts. That's what they're saying right now. Fucking done. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, what the fuck has happened? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Let me pull that back up. There we go. There we go. We're back on. We're back on. Let's move. Technical fucking errors. There we go. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Matrola. Half the time I don't even understand him. He talks like a mong. But I like him. I do like him. But he is a bit of a mong at times. He talks very autistically. But I like the dude. How do you see out of those glasses, brutally? I'm not even responding to her. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say to that. Nice to see musical as headlining. He's tearing up. He's tearing up. Bodak in the crowd. Musical headlining. Fuck me. Dickheads. Bane gonna be #1 on charts, brother. Baney baby. Baney baby. I mean, I'm not buying this shit. I'm not buying this shit. And I respect what they try and do, but if you go and try and get a song to #1, at least make the song good. This song is trash. If anyone's watching the fucking event right now, this song is trash. I don't know why they keep cutting to Lenny Henry in the crowd. Now they're cheering Keir Starmer as a wanker. I've kept a rapper verse. Spruce it up. Who the fuck is Georgia Smith? I have no idea who that is. So, watching the march live now, there's people still making the way. Millions and millions have turned up. Still people making the way to Whitehall, but they're not allowing anyone else into Whitehall at this present time. Hello, JM74. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I don't know whether you're taking the piss or not. Okay. Not quite sure what's happening now. They still playing music. 3 million police reporting on streets. Yes, I've heard that, R1. I've heard estimated minimum 3 million, and the number keeps increasing. There's still people turning up at this present time. A lot of people from Europe have turned up as well as the left-wing liberals. The anti-fascist groups have turned up. And earlier on Rebel News, we saw a lot of left-wingers trying to cause shit in the crowd, starting debates, antagonizing the crowd, the march. It shouldn't be allowed. It's disgusting. If we went to a Palestine march and infiltrated the Palestine march and started giving people shit inside the march, something would be said. But the left-wing liberals, they think it's okay to antagonize. And what they're trying to do, what the left-wing liberals are trying to do is when they're not being violent, they're trying to antagonize the right wing or the middle wing or the right wing or whatever you call it. They're trying to antagonize people to react because they want us to react and they want us to get a reaction out of us so they can film it and they can go, look, this is who they are, this is the people that are marching and protesting, this is that side. But really, we're not. This has been one of the most peaceful protests I've seen in recent history. Over 3 million people are there. I've seen no violence, no antagonizing from the right. When people from the left were antagonizing, they ignored it. Media crews from the right wing were telling him just ignore it, and they did. They carried on. Even when stewards who were supposed to be there impartial got involved, spouting their dumb opinions, which weren't asked for and are not needed. Issues at Covent Garden. Police are arresting antagonists. Stay away from Covent Garden. I'll check that out now. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Covent Garden. Let's see if it's coming up on X. No wonder. This is what we saw. This is what I expected and what I saw earlier. A lot of the left-wing liberals, they were out there antagonizing people in the march, and they were ignoring it. But there's only so much people can take before they react. And it's unfortunate because today we need to stay peaceful. We need to stay peaceful. I don't know how we can have a look what's going on. If anyone gets any reports of violence, send it in. While they're still playing music. Is this gospel music? I don't know what this is right now. What's the hashtag for today? Is it... What is the hashtag for today? Is it Unite the Kingdom? Let's see. What hashtag are they using? Unite the Kingdom. They aren't. I mean, whoever's running Tommy Robinson's Twitter page, they need to get a grip and start learning how to fucking use the internet. Why they aren't hashtagging and getting Unite the Kingdom fucking trending. I don't know why. There's nothing official. There's nothing official coming in on any of the sites I can find right now, but we'll keep an eye on that Covent Garden. Yeah, I like Covent Garden. Every time I've gone down, it's a nice little vibe down there. Some nice little food places. Street entertainers, it's usually quite chill. Is Lerone Murphy there? I have no idea, my friend. Union by force. I mean, union by force could work. I quite like that. Union by force. Mate, there was some deliberately winding the crowd up, but 99.9% are there peacefully. By the way, thanks for your stream. No worries, Thomas. Thank you for joining today. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. Where would you deport Lerone Murphy to? It's not about deporting. I wouldn't deport Lerone Murphy. He contributes. He classes himself as a UK citizen. This isn't about shipping out all cultures and creeds and colors. This is about it's about not having. It's about being impacted and not being able to have an opinion. It's about both things can exist. We can have culture in society, but we can also expect something from those coming into the country, and assimilation, or wanting to integrate into British society. Whereas what we're seeing in the United Kingdom and in places like Ireland, Scotland, Wales, we're seeing a lot of immigrants coming into the country who just aren't integrating. It's not about colour. It's about standing up for what is right. Gaz Ninja said Lerone got deported. Fuck knows. He hadn't been deported. He was born here. Okay, they're talking about Charlie Kirk now. Millions and millions are rising. We will honour Charlie Kirk. Today, Charlie Kirk would be very proud. I wish he was there. I wish he was alive and kicking, but he's not. And today, this is not just about the United Kingdom. It's about Western culture. Brutally honest, so well said, mate. It's about respecting our culture and appreciating our history and values. They want to wipe it away, and it's a shame. Like everything that we've accomplished, good and bad. I'm not saying that there's not shitty parts of British history, but all of that is part of our history and part of our development as a society, as Britain has evolved through the times. And what we're seeing now is not evolution; it's something else. They're taking a moment to honor Charlie Kirk on the live stream. We'll get that back up. Yeah, I fucking love Charlie Kirk. I don't mind chicken tikka masala. I prefer korma though. Okay, the gospel lady's singing some kind of tune. I don't know if it's religious or not. What part of England is your accent from? Not Nottingham, right? No, not Nottingham. I'm in Staffordshire. Fucking Mr. Absolutely. I like that name, my friend. Fucking love it. Mr. Absolutely. Got to be spicy though. A spicy masala. What are you putting in extra chilies? I've heard of music. I don't get gospel. Derby, no Staffordshire. Staffordshire. You know, like Stafford, Stoke, Leek, Crewe, that area. Spice should not be overpowering though. No, I went through a phase of liking really fucking overpowering spice. I've come through that now. You like American gospel from the 70s? Like what was that film called? The Nun. Wait, not wait. Whoopi Goldberg. It was that. It was that Whoopi Gold. Sister Act, like Sister Act, like the film Sister Act. My local does chili mascara. Chili mascara. Need few beers to go with it. Never had it, but I'm putting it on my fucking list. Chili mascara. Have you ever had a chili mascara? What? Have you ever heard of a chili mascara? Never have I. I think I've never fucking heard of it. I'll give it a try. Stoke, yeah, like Elliot Acne. Who the fuck is Elliot Acne? If I knew who that was, then maybe. Is he a poker player? I'd never heard of him, to be honest. Stoke like and Robbie Williams. A few Aussies attending too. Yeah, I saw Rebel News. I've been watching the Rebel News. Avi from Rebel News. I was watching that stream earlier. Provided some good content. They were the ones showing the fallout, to be fair. They were interviewing some people, and then it started kicking off and people were antagonizing. They covered that quite well. Great seeing out. Go UK and love from Australia. Appreciate that. Much love, everyone. What we're standing up for today isn't what the left wing liberals will say it is. It isn't about racism. This is about crushing ideologies, poisonous, infectious ideologies that are rotting our societies. These ideologies are the reason why Charlie Kirk got shot dead this week. And today is about standing up against those ideologies and saying, no, fuck off. Just fuck off. And it's okay. It's okay to say that. It is okay to say that. That is not a crime. You know what is a crime? Getting a fucking sniper rifle, running and climbing up a building and shooting a 31-year-old man who is a husband and father to 2 children. That is a fucking crime. But, you know, standing up and having a fucking opinion about poisonous, disgusting ideologies, that is a crime. That is a fucking crime. Right, yeah. That's the crime. Apparently. That's what the UK government are trying to make everyone believe. That it's a crime to stand up to poisonous ideologies. But it's not. And that's what the Unite the Kingdom movement is about. Elliot Ackney used to work for with True Geordie. Oh, did he? I'm not a big fan. I watched some True Geordie stuff, but I'm not the biggest fan of True Geordie. Oh, chili masala. I thought you were. It's a bad typo to make, as I'm banging on about chili fucking mascara. I like the overbearing evangelic gospel music. I mean, every music has its, you know, has its moments, doesn't it? But I can't say in my spare time I'd ever listen to this. Gaz Ninja just farted. If you all saw Islam Makhachev, would you be more inclined to think he could beat JDM? He will never beat JDM. It's just not happening. Love the UK. Thailand stands with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Much love to Thailand. Much love to Thailand and the US right now. Australia. Loads of colours in the crowd standing side by side. This is not about race. It's about unity for our values, families, history, and bullshit media and government. Exactly, Mr. Abso-fucking-lutely. And you know what? Abso-fucking-lutely, son. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely love the tear out, but they need to hurry the fuck up with this singing. Yeah, I'm done with the singing. I'm done with the singing. I'm done with the singing. But I get the angle that they're going for. I do get the angle that they're going for. Because you know why? You know why they've gone with the Christian angle? Why they've gone with the Christian angle? Because we can never say anything bad about Islam. And when we do say something bad about Islam, then we're racist. Now they're using the heads that if they go with a Christian angle, they cannot call them racist. They cannot stand there and say, oh, these Christian people who are standing up for, you know, and celebrating freedom of speech, they can't go in with that angle. Here we go. I think we've got Liam Tufts on the mic here. Liam Tufts about to take the mic. And if you're not subscribed to Liam Tufts, I'd check out his YouTube channel. Does amazing interviews. Does some really, really interesting interviews. I think it's Liam Tufts. Yeah, it is Liam Tufts. It is Liam Tufts. Is he singing? Liam Tufts having a bit of a sing-song. Someone actually agrees with UFC Casual. Singing is dragging on. People are getting restless. Oh no, Liam Tufts is not singing, but he is going to grab the mic for 2 seconds here and... This song is at least 15 minutes. Fuck off, Matua. Oh no, it's pissing it down now. Typical British weather. I wouldn't expect anything less, to be fair. A nice, good sing-song in the rain. Although not this kind of sing song. Like, you know, earlier they were singing like Sweet Caroline, and they were singing Keir Starmer as a wanker. Now we've got this. we we started quite high, didn't we? We started up here, and now we've ended up down here with the music. But I do understand the approach that they're taking. I do understand the approach they're taking. They can't then be called racist if they come in with that Christian angle. I don't think they can fucking leave, Thomas. So Liam Tufts is talking about the crowd tearing out, thanking the crowd. London has never seen numbers like this. I think some kind of record's taken place today. Okay. Liam Tuff asking the crowd to stay calm, no pushing and shoving. Yeah, it's hammering it down. Absolutely fucking hammering it down right now. Biggest turnout I've seen for any event. Any event. Even the fucking Royals don't get this kind of reception. Yeah, I'd imagine so there, guys. I'd imagine so. I don't know why. Bit immature, isn't it? bit immature. We've got the bishop now giving a speech. You know what? Right, compared to the rest of the UK right now, in Stoke, it's pretty sunny. It's always sunny in Stoke-on-Trent. I swear to God, this guy is not a real bishop or priest or whatever the fuck he is. He's hilarious, though. If Princess Diane floated down from heaven, I would lose my shit. Why would you want that? there's a lot of like bots in here today. It's strange, isn't it? Like all these AI fucking pictures like that. Gemma Wanker. Gemma Wanker. AI pictures. Welcome to the stream, Aldor. We're just listening to the bishop give his sermon. I thought he was a shepherd at first because he's got that big stick. To be fair, he's got some nice bling. That gold cross is pretty swank. He knows monk fu. So on the I've got multiple streams up. I've got the one on X here for you guys that are watching along. But then I've got another stream that is showing the march. The march is still ongoing. There's still people entering London and entering the march down to Whitehall. You're welcome, Matua. Maybe he's not orthodox. Maybe he's not orthodox. Yeah, imagine trying to feed 3 million people. He looks Catholic. I'd imagine it wouldn't be Catholic. It'd be Church of England, wouldn't it? COE. On his little shepherd staff that he's holding, the big stick. If you look on the details of the stick, he's got all the flags of the nations: England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. It's going to offend people with a fake bishop. I think it will make the march look bad. Is it? I mean, is he a real bishop or is it a fake bishop? I can't tell because he's a very dramatic guy. He's a very dramatic guy. I'd imagine it's a real bishop. They're not going to get a fake bishop, like you say. It would just antagonize people. But he is a bit of a dramatic dude. Church of it. I don't know anything about religion. I really don't. I just know it's fucking bad, man. Like religion's just full of shit. Causes wars, causes tension, causes so much suffering and fucking pain. Sick of people fighting over religion. All shut the fuck up. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist, man. You're going to the same place. Okay, we got some kind of advert on the YouTube now. I'm not sure who this guy is who's taken to the stage because the audio cut off and now I can barely hear. Is this one any better? So he's talking about freedom of speech, how freedom of speech belongs to everyone. It doesn't belong to the rich and it doesn't belong to the poor. Yeah, I think the rain's stopped now. It's brightened up. Brightened up quite a bit, to be fair. So he's talking about immigration. He's talking about the lack of integration, the lack of assimilation into the country. Now he's talking about his support for Tommy Robinson and how he believes in him. Is that Tommy Robinson? No, that's not Tommy Robinson. Now he's talking about standing up for this, standing up for the next generation, because if we don't, then the future will be bleak. Let me Google him real quick. Finishes his speech with Unite the Kingdom. Liam Tuff's coming back. Rebel News. Rebel News coming on now. Rebel News, we're live streaming earlier. Captured a lot of dissent in the crowd coming from the left-wing liberals. What time is Tommy Robinson coming on? Is he an activist? I have no idea. No more music. No more music. So he's talking about how everyone needs to start being a journalist, to start telling our own stories, to stop corruption of media, to stop corruption of the left. That we need to be the journalists. I'm quite excited for the Tommy Robinson speech when it fucking comes on, but I don't think it'll be on for a while. We don't need to study journalism, do we? We just need to report it. We just need to show the truth because the real media aren't covering the truth. The real media are twisting the words of everyone. You're right, Sausage Bap, how you doing? After Spoons. He's talking about Tommy Robinson now, how he's become a scapegoat for the government. So the last report I heard was a minimum of 3 million, but I think the total number will be close to like 3.2, 3.4. There's a code of ethics that need to be adhered to when reporting. Yeah, but since when have the media actually done that, Matua? Since when have the media actually done that? Because they push their own agendas. Those code of ethics that you're talking about do not exist. They've never existed because the real media, well, the media have never abided to that. Okay, fucking, I'll do it. Having a alert box just never pops up when people subscribe, which don't even know who subscribed, but thank you very much for subscribing. Love to have been there, but got a crappy in here because of lifting the weight of others. Of lifting the weight of others in work. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ernie is a fucking painful man. Ernie is a fucking dreadful. Yeah, I would have loved being there today. But everyone has a role to play, whether you're there or at home watching this. Now we got Yemeni coming out. Another member of Rebel News. He was in the crowd earlier, reporting, covering the reactions from the crowds. Avi Yemeni from Australia. He's just thanking the crowd for coming out today. He's talking about the world is finally waking up, and I think it is. I think the world is finally waking up to this absolute nonsense. It's waking up it to the death of a very brilliant mind, a voice of a generation. But I think people are fucking waking up now. Has Ant Middleton been up yet? Why is Ant Middleton there? Fuck off. There's no way Ant Middleton's there. Is he? How do you know who's coming on this shit today? How do you know the order of this? Abby's talking about the turning point of the fight for freedom. Tommy Robbins has just made an appearance. Okay, they were just doing some Aussie chants, and well, I know Ant Middleton's in some hot shit for saying something something the other day about gays, wasn't he? I know Ant Middleton got in some hot shit the other day. What did he actually say? It wasn't even Ant Middleton. It wasn't even Ant Middleton. It was his brother. I thought it was him. I don't read fucking mainstream media shit now anyway. Keir Starmer chants are back. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Now here's some tribal dance coming on. Yeah, it wasn't even Ant Middleton. It was his brother or something. I don't know. Are they going to do one of the Aka dances? New Zealand. Yeah, it's isn't it like one of the like the All Blacks? What the All Blacks do? The Aka dance. It is called the Aka, isn't it? Yeah, I thought it. I thought it was. Yeah, it is Aka. Yeah, Aka. That's her. Hacker. Although they're stretching this out now. what is it, Aka? Is it a warrior dance? It's a warrior dance, isn't it, Aka? What the fuck is a Maori dance? Often come to. Oh, it's nothing to do with fighting, which is a bit disappointing. I thought it was I thought this was the kind of dance that they did when they went to war, or there was like some kind of warrior, but it's not. I don't think Kia will last much longer. I foresee a leadership challenge in the next few months. The problem is, though, right, Thomas, is regardless of what happens, whether it's Keir Starmer or someone else, it's still going to be left wing politics. It's still going to be the left wing in power, and regardless of who's at the top, whether it's Keir or fucking Jeremy Corbyn or whoever the fuck, it doesn't matter because it's still going to be Labour. Even if Keir Starmer resigns, we're still going to have a Labour government. And I don't know. Is it too early to call for a general election? I don't know if we can. Can we? Are we in that position? Can we call for a general election? If we can, then yeah, general election is the way to go. Because right now, how the feeling is, I don't think Labour would win. Would Nigel win? No, I don't know. I really don't know. Because as big as this turnout is today, 3 million people, there's 65 million. There's 65 million population. Would Reform take more seats? Yes, Reform would take more seats in Parliament, but would they win a general election right now? I still think we're way off from that. But right now, I do feel it's an odd one to say, because what would happen right now if we called a general election is possibly Labour get back into power. And I say that because what you'll have is, I think Reform would take more seats, but they'd only be taking those seats away from the Conservatives, and they'd take a few away from Labour. But the majority of those seats that Reform would take would come from the Conservatives. So I don't think it would be enough for Reform to win a general election right now. I don't think Nigel Farage could win right now. Maybe in a year, maybe in a couple of years. But as it stands right now, no, I couldn't see that happening. Hence why they want them in housing. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, what would happen is, obviously this is another thing that people that is a valid argument. Bringing immigrants into the country and getting them citizenship. Who are immigrants going to be voting for? If an immigrant got citizenship into the UK and they become a legal citizen, who are they voting for? Because they're not voting for Farage, they're not voting for Reform, they're not voting for the Conservatives that want him out. They're voting for Labour. And this was a thing that was in America. Obviously, the left wing almost importing votes, and it is an argument that needs to be discussed, because it's something that hasn't been discussed enough. The fact, if you keep importing people into the country that are only voting one way, there's a level of corruption to it. Well, there's a lot of corruption to it. There's a lot of corruption to it. Where the deeper you go into the political cycle of it all, not just what benefits us and you know, our future, our children's future, and our children's children. There's a political angle to it all as well. Labour councillors who are foreign, as in they aren't even got UK citizenship. What do you mean, sausage? Be a bit more. Be a bit more exact. As in Labour councillors who are foreign, as in they came over recently in the last like 5-10 years, or are you saying that they don't even have a citizenship, or how are you defining that? Great speech right now. Great speech. So he's talking about Britain, the Commonwealth, the Western culture, how we've let go of our values for corruption and perversion. He's talking about Charlie Kirk now. Charlie Kirk and martyr for the current situation and the war. Those that are covering up the abuse of our kids by invaders. Well, I mean, I have a video planned. I'm so the ed of I think the education system, the person at the top of the education system in the UK is a devout Muslim, and there's issues with that, because there's a lot of issues with that, and I'm going to make a video on it because I don't want to go into it in a short. It needs to be covered properly. But the head of our education system is Muslim, and the reason why I have a bit of an issue with this is because that those ideologies, regardless of it, I've got nothing against this person, and I don't. Regardless, even if he wanted to be neutral, because he has beliefs and ideologies from Islam, they're going to leak into our education system. Those choices that he makes for our education system are going to be based on ideologies of Islamic culture. And now, I just feel like that shouldn't be allowed. I feel like no one at the top of our education system should have strong religious beliefs. I just don't think there should be a devout Christian or a devout Catholic or a devout Muslim. I just don't think that should seep into our education system and our children. That is why we have Catholic schools, because if you're a devout Catholic, you would send your children to a Catholic fucking school. Oh my god, this guy's a fucking legend. He's gone after the royals. He's gone after the royals, saying they should be the defender of the United Kingdom and they need to pull the fucking socks up. Oh. Now he's gone after the king, saying he's protected Islam, he's protected other cultures, but he's not protected the United Kingdom. He's not stood up for the United Kingdom. You right, Tim? How you doing, brother? This guy's a fucking legend. Absolutely fucking legend. He's just said about pulling away from the monarchy and joining America. And it should happen. It should happen. We should pull away from the monarchy. They do fuck all for us. They're just parasites. The royals are just parasites. I mean, this guy's like fucking going for it, man. He's absolutely fucking going for it. Ripping up Islamic State flags. Oh, they've got the Palestine flag. Oh my god. Fuck me. They've gone for it. They've gone for it. Oh, he went there. He's fucking gone there. ISIS flag ripped up. Palestine flag ripped up. Muslim Brotherhood, terrorist organizations ripped up. This guy's a fucking legend, guys. Absolute fucking legend. I'm gonna rip my red and green underpants. Just don't do it in public. You'll get a public order offense. Finally waking up. Finally waking up. Rip it like I'm out. I'm on the shitter after all this cheesy poutine. Prosperity, peace, and future for the children, he says. I love this guy. What's he called? The Remnant. Is that his name? Tommy Robinson's not going to top that now. Tommy Robinson should have gone on before this geezer. We got the US flag, the New Zealand flag, the Australian flag, the British flag, and the English flag. Does anyone know who that guy is? Someone needs find his name. We need find his name. Need this guy's socials. Yeah, I agree. Give him a cheeky sub on. Shut up. You wish, Chris. You wish. What a Chad. A new legend. I mean, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, but a new legend has just been born, and it was this New Zealand guy. Keith from the pub. Pissed up, wandered on stage. No soy Canadian flag, I see. There was a Canadian speaking, actually, not long ago. The guy before, he was Canadian. Are they going... I'm not sure what's happening now. I was talking about Tommy and how he went to prison. Injustice. Oh, he's coming on now, guys. Liam Tufts is bringing Tommy on. I mean, he's got a lot to live up to after that speech from the New Zealand guy. How long is this supposed to go on for? Well, Tommy's about to come on now. I reckon he'll be on for about half an hour. Yeah, I think there'll be about half an hour left of it now. So it's showing clips and highlights from things that Tommy Robinson has been talking about. The fact that a British terrorist manual was created and downloaded by 50,000 people in the UK, suspected to be Muslims, allegedly. Maybe one or two morbid curiosity, but you'd imagine the majority. Your mate who was in the Molly McCann smelling bad short on your channel would definitely hype this crowd up more than Tommy. Oh, Simon Pegg. Tommy's opened up with a line about patriotism. Talking about how they broken records today. The biggest demonstration, biggest protest, biggest march of British history. Talking about community and values. Saw a sign in the crowd says ex-Muslims United. Love it. The revolution has started, Tommy says. I can see police drafted in on horses on a separate stream now. Try and corner off a group of marchers. Brutally, do you know the Political Nerds channel? No. Political Nerds channel. No. What's it called? The Political Nerd? Is it called Political Nerds? This. Are you on about this channel? It says here from Washington DC to Westminster. Sure. I'll check it out after. Left wing or right wing, though? What we're talking here, though, guys? Doesn't say here. Doesn't say. Okay, Tommy's talking about immigration. Maggie Thatcher rolling in a grave. She would be. Same accent. So he's talking about how the rights of immigrants supersede the rights of the local communities. By the way, guys, I just listened. Not my accent. Not even close to my accent. That is a Mancunian accent. You absolute piece of shit. Feel insulted. Millions. If I'm honest, Tommy Robinson's speech is disappointing. After the New Zealand guy, it's just not. It's not hitting. It's not fucking hitting. The Manchester accent is not the most goated. Stop being racist, guys. Stop being racist. Bet we all fucking look the same over here as well, don't we? Fucking dick. Tommy Robinson. He needs some serious vocal training. Yeah, he's crumbled on the mark a little bit, and the occasion's got to him. The occasion has got to Tommy here. The bloke before was spot on though, the guy from New Zealand. 30,000. Sky News saying 30,000. The reports from the Met Police were 3 million. 30,000. There's way more. Yeah. And the rest. Oh, Tommy's crumbling. I mean, I believe in what he says, but he's crumbling on the mic a bit. His voice is breaking. $110K on Sky News. The Met Police reported for up to about 3 million. He is probably shaking in his boots during his speech right now after what happened to Shirley. Probably, yeah. To be fair, yeah, Chris. To be fair, but we are in the UK. We don't have snipers in the UK. We don't have access to guns like in the US. But yeah, I understand that. He's probably a little bit nervous. He does sound like Grandpa Simpson, don't he? So he's talking about his prison sentence now. How he got sentenced to, he got thrown in jail for a documentary that he made. So he's talking about the visions that he had for the Cultural Revolution, how he never expected this to happen. But he's kind of glad that Britain's woke up, I'm guessing. Jailed for filming outside of court. Yeah, mad. So he's showing clips from an old protest. Where's your English pride? I mean, have you heard about Banksy? Banksy's going. The police are looking for Banksy now because of that fucking graffiti he did on the courts, HMCTS. Oh shit! Oh shit! We've gone down. So they're playing a song now. Banks finally woke up too. I mean, yeah, I was quite shocked about that. I was quite shocked about Banksy taking that side. But what you're finding is a lot of people that were in the middle, like, are now, because of the left's extremism, it's pushing a lot of people that were in the middle to the right. This song's pretty catchy. I mean, whoever made this video is trash. Like, they're using like B clips from fucking a video library on the internet. They've used the same image of the church about 5 times. Pisses me off, that does. All the money they've got, put some decent editing into this shit, man. Hang on, guys. What's that about? The Dundee Gills incident woke a lot of people up too. What the fuck was that? If I'm honest, I've never fucking heard that before, Gaz. Are you on about the Southport? No. The Southport killings, I'd say, woke people up. I feel like there's been a number of incidents, though, that have just gradually occurred that have just made people think, what the fuck is happening? Or what the actual fuck is happening? Where are the men from England? Where are the men from England? Tommy Robinson. So Tommy giving shout outs to the Scottish Patriots that have turned out today. The what? The teenage girls who got attacked and she had a hatchet and knife. It's my profile picture. Let me see this shit. What the fuck? What am I looking at? Oh, hang on. Your profile picture. I've not heard about this, Gaz. What the fuck? When did this happen? Who was she? Who was she though? Was she an immigrant? Honestly, I've never fucking heard of this. Honestly, guys, this is the first I've ever fucking heard of it. But there's an incidents like this happening all the time. Honestly, I've not fucking heard this one bit. I'll read into it. I will read into it. But I was watching Charlie Veach on YouTube the other day, and he shows the Afghan gangs that hang around Piccadilly Square in Manchester. And there was they're just brandishing weapons all the time. And he caught on camera one of them like getting stabbed up in daylight, in broad daylight. Immigrant Afghan gangs that are selling drugs and just knifing each other and knifing innocent people. I don't know where I'd be. Hang on, let me ask the nurse. Have you heard about the Dundee story of a girl brandishing weapons and hatchet and knife? No. We have not heard of it down in Stoke. Tommy talking about how everyone's turned up and no one backed down from the event. They all turned up. Charlie is goated. Fred is security is like, yeah. Charlie's he's a funny dude. Who was he talking about? Katie fucking Hopkins. Right, boys. I think I'm going to call it there. To be honest, I was just sticking around for the Tommy speech. Don't really need to listen to Katie Hopkins. Appreciate you joining today. Fly the fucking flag proud, boys. Fly high, fly proud. And God bless every single fucking one of you.